Good early afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Macomb High School. And don't look now, but I'm Dwayne Hulett, Wyatt Reed alongside, and we are starting at the start of the game.
You know, it's a good feeling here. It's been a little crazy of a day here, but, 2 close games already in this tournament, and just another full day of basketball as we get ready to go here. But, yeah, starting things off right from the top here.
So it is the Chargers and the Pioneers. We'll let you hear the starting lineups. Just want to point out Devin Raleigh down there chewing some gum, man, one of the officials, and he is chomping on that stuff like it's the end of the world. Polich into jump with Gunning, I believe. It was. The ball knocked away. It was Megan Hulke with it. Now it goes down in the corner to Britton. Back to Hulke. She's a pretty good ball player. Hulke's shot up and good.
I tell you, Dwayne, one thing for Illini West will be, it's easy to figure out where they are, at least on your sheet, your roster sheet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, your starting lineup.
See that very often, do you?
No, you do not. Usually you're bouncing around the sheet there, but Illini West, you're right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right at the top.
Somehow I think some subs will screw that up, though.
Oh, most likely.
They don't have a 13. At least not on the roster that we have anyway. Hulke with it. Near side Britton. Left side it goes to Hoffman. 7:10 remaining in quarter number 1. 3 on the way by Hulke is off front iron, no good. Stolen away, tipped away, stolen back by Hulke. Pull-up jumper, left elbow, off, no good. Gunning with the rebound. Gunning looks to drive on Hulke, dumps it out. 3 on the way, top of the key, off, no good. I believe that was off the hands of Ava Shutwell. Nope, number 2 it was, Natalie Wibble. Hulke drives and is fouled. Is it on 4 or 2? Number 4, that is Lainey Housewright, her first, team's first.
She had no care for anybody in the paint there. She was going to get to the basket as hard as she could right there. Battling through bodies and contact right there, getting the first foul of the ball game.
And missing the first free throw of the ball game. 6:28 to go here in quarter number 1. I guess that's not a surprise since we did just point out that was a whole lot of firsts.
Yeah.
Second free throw rattles in and out. Polich down there battling for the ball and loses it out of bounds. It'll be Chargers with the basketball, and that's going to be Shutwell bringing it up. Now back to Housewright. And still, that's a kick, isn't it?
Should have been.
Hulke gets the steal
Don't matter.
on the kick save. Oof.
She might have got
smack
another
in the
kick
face
right
there. Wibble with it. Down in the corner. Shutwell drives.
Nice drive.
Shot off, no good.
Got a good look right there. Got to make those easy buckets, though, against a team like Alleman.
Hoffman to Hulke. Alyssa Brinkman in there as well. Now Paulich is going to get the rebound, and she's going to get the foul as well as she went over the top of Natalie Wibble. Paulich gets her first, team's first. 1-2-1-1 zone press here. Well, they got to get it across.
Yeah, that was close. Close to that 10-second call.
Housewright with it. 5:20 remaining here in the first quarter. And a steal. Guess who? Hulke, left-handed layup up and in.
Boy, early on, Hulke is taking over here.
She can flat play. And there's another kick. That time they're going to call it. It actually hit the foot that time.
That one, yeah, that one a little more noticeable right there. But, boy, big number 22 here on the Alleman side. This is a name you're going to hear a lot in girls basketball here in the state of Illinois.
Yeah,
Just early on, she is making an impact here, and it is very noticeable.
She has been around, it seems like, forever. She had a sister that played as well. Down
Nice
low.
pass, good
Housewright finishes on a nice look from Gunning. 4:35 remaining. Hop in that live chat. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Had 2,600 people watching the football game at one point last night.
Wasn't that something?
Great I-8FH state championship game last night. And a true, guess not. Foul's going to be called on Natalie Wibble, I think.
Just early on here, the officials not letting as much contact as the last game that you and I were here for, Dwayne. They were letting a lot of contact, getting away with a lot of contact in that last game. Not the case here so far. Already 3 fouls in this first quarter.
Yeah, we're 4:13 remaining. Not a whole lot of subs yet either. Have we even had a sub yet?
I think we just had one, but
Britton.
Nice look.
Right elbow good.
Nice look, taking advantage of that open mid-range shot. The mid-range, such a lost art in the game of basketball. You see a lot of threes, you see a lot of layups. That mid-range shot just as valuable, no matter what the analytics say.
Nice job of breaking the press there. That is Shutwell in the game. Maya Shutwell, number 12, breaks the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wibble for 3 off, no good. Housewright tracks down a rebound. Polich is there to guard, and it's stolen away by the Pioneers. Britton had to steal. Hulke now drives.
Oh
man, a little bit of contact there. Gets her own rebound, gets more contact. And it's going to be Wibble, I think, picking up her second foul. We'll see. She was the one behind, and it looked like the foul came from behind. Nope, they're going to give it to Shutwell. 3:21 remaining. Hulke at the free throw line to shoot a couple more free throws. First one, nothing but the bottom of the net, as they like to say.
Illini West already dealing with a little bit of foul trouble, like you said. 2 fouls on.
Sophie Medina and Lila Wiggins checking in. Sorry.
Well, no, you're all right there, but a little bit of foul trouble and seeing it's a next man up kind of thing here, and see how Illini West does having to dig into their bench here early.
Shutwell to Housewright. The other Shutwell, Ava, and there's a 3 on the way by Maya Shutwell. A sports corner 3 for Maya Shutwell. And the Chargers cut it to a 4-point lead. There's Medina who came in the game. There's Hulke for 3. It's off, no good. Rebound for the Chargers.
Don't see that very often when she gets an open look like that.
Ava Shutwell, Wibble. Maya Shutwell has it. Well, what are we going to do here? Housewright tracked it down. Or no, that's Gunning, tracked it down. She's going to drive, and Hulke is going to reach in and get the foul to be her first, team second.
Looks like we got a timeout on the floor. Alleman wants to talk things over.
32nd timeout. So it's been the Hulke show for the Pioneers. The Chargers have had a few good looks, Wyatt, just have not really been able to get anything going consistently on offense.
Yeah, not consistently, and it's been that pressure that you're seeing from Rock Island Alleman here. They've been playing some full court pressure, which I'm sure was in the game plan, but even still as players, you got to be a little frustrated, and just coming out early in the game. You're like, man, they're putting this much pressure on us this early in the game? Well, again, that was probably part of the game plan here, and that pressure's worked to a T here so far, but still a 4-point game, a lot of ball game left. Illini West, though, does have to take advantage of the open shots that they get.
So they're going to be inbounded by the Chargers after the timeout to Alleman.
Nice pass.
And again, can't finish. That was Gunning, and then a long ways away from the basket, Olivia Frazier is going to pick up the foul.
Oh, the frustration. Might have took her teammate's hand off on that one.
2:18 to go, and the rest of the quarter, Alleman will be in the free throw, the bonus. I think the 5 fouls per quarter is a steal by Maya Shutwell. She's going to put up the shot. It's off, no good. Hulke with the rebound. Or not Hulke, excuse me. That was Brinkman. That looked like a little forearm push there, didn't it?
Yeah, might have got away with a little shove there, but officials letting some things go here in this game, which kind of something we saw in that last game.
Well, they called it a little tighter early, and they've kind of let it slip a little bit now. Now Gunning a steal. She's going to drive back the other way on Brinkman. It's blocked out of bounds, but it'll be
2 shots.
Nope, they are going to call a foul.
That was a late call, it looked like, but
I thought he was showing it out of bounds.
that's what I was thinking, but there was a lot of contact there, so good call.
1:31 to go. I saw him move the left hand, and I thought he was just pointing out of bounds. And good catch by you, because I would have kept talking. Gunning's first free throw is good.
It always helps to have another set of eyes on the game. See some of those things that the play-by-play guys sometimes miss. I know when I do play-by-play, I miss a lot of things.
Jillian Hoffman and Polich back in for the Pioneers.
We are human after all.
And I'm half blind, so.
Well, there is that, but
1:25 to go.
one possession game. Illini West has kept this thing close. It was a 9-2 game, so a little 4-0 mini burst here for the Chargers, and now they force a turnover. They're going to get the ball back, chance to tie this thing.
Alexis Carl, number 14, is in the game. Number 24, Adeline Carlisle, in the game as well. Wibble to Maya Shutwell, back to Wibble. She's going to drive, kicks it down the baseline. Frazier has it swiped away.
Good play there
by Hoffman.
Anticipating that pass coming back out.
1 minute remaining here in quarter number 1. Well, tipped away, then blocked.
So Illini West has really cranked up their defense here in the last couple of minutes.
Gunning kicks it out after having it knocked away. 3 on the way. A little short off front iron. That was Maya Shutwell. She tracked down her own rebound. That's Frazier with it. Now she's going to try and drive. Kicks into the corner. Now up top, Wibble, left side to Shutwell. 14 seconds left. Through the hands of Frazier. Back to Maya Shutwell, 10 seconds. Shutwell, a little runner, hard off the glass in front iron, no good. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds left, 1 second, 3 on the way. Was pretty much in line, but left a little short. At the end of the first quarter of play, it's 9-6. Pioneers have the lead. The Chargers ended on a 4-0 run. It was a 9-2 game at one point. We'll take a break. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It's hard to stop a train.
Welcome back here. You see Rock Island Alleman on the screen as they dominated early with the help of Megan Hulke, but she was much more quiet down the stretch of the first quarter. And the Chargers were able to close the gap a little bit. It was 9-2, finished 9-6, and we are headed to quarter number 2.
Yeah, the Chargers, like I said, as we got ready to wrap up that first quarter, they really cranked up their defense there, forcing a lot of turnovers and kind of throwing Alleman for a loop here. And one possession game, get an open look. Could have a tie ball game here in the early going.
Gunning. Oh, what a nice fake on the give and then the spin. That was pretty.
That was a very beautiful play right there. Fake it to one, take it yourself. And now we got a 1-point game, Dwayne. We've had some good basketball here on a Saturday afternoon. All the games have been close.
A 3, a 2. I think this one will be 1.
And if it is, let's keep it going.
Brinkman. They're going to call her for a travel. I don't know if that was a travel or not, but
yeah, that was.
Jillian Hoffman comes in.
That was close. I like you. I'm questioning that one, but again, it's because of the pressure that Illini West has been putting on Alleman here. Nice ball movement here by the Chargers.
Baseline jumper off, no good. Gunning with the rebound. Man, a lot of contact down there.
Didn't get that call, but
he instantly saw the official call it a tip, though, so he thought it was ball. .637 to go. Hulke turnaround jumper's good. Well, that's the first points in a long time for
she
Alleman.
Started off the first 6 points of this ball game, and then kind of was quiet the rest of the way in that first quarter. Able to get back on the scoreboard. They're going to need a lot more from her.
3 off, no good. Rebound to Britton. Down low, Brinkman.
Wow.
Oh, forced that through the contact from Wibble.
Yeah, that was about as good a defense as you could have played on that turnaround shot right there, but sometimes you just got to tip your cap to your opponent on that one.
Jump ball, possession of the Pioneers.
Not as many of those as we saw in that last game.
Number 24 is not, he announced it as somebody else. So if somebody from the Pioneers is watching, tell us who number 24 is. We have Sophia Medina, but I think that's not what he said the name was. Up top, 3 on the way, left wing, off, no good. And that's going to be a foul.
Another over the back.
On Alyssa Brinkman.
Rocking them highlighter pink shoes right there. Just going over the back there, a little too much contact.
Well, the big problem was is she leaned forward. If she goes straight up, she's okay, but
Yep.
she did lean forward to grab that.
Yep.
Good job of boxing out by the Chargers.
Yep. I tell you what, Illini West has been moving the ball around here. Haven't had a ton of issues with that full court pressure. Just haven't been able to hit the shots on the other end.
And a foul on the Chargers on Frazier. Her second, team's first. Down low, Hulke. Drives in, left hand off, no good. Polish with the rebound and the putback. With a little padding of the stats for the offensive rebound, too.
Yeah. Get a couple rebounds, get a couple points.
It's a way to do it. And right into the corner, man. That is not where you want to go. Maya Shutwell gets it to Ava Shutwell. Now House right. Back to Maya. Gunning on a nice little take after the pass. Can't finish, though.
Tell you what, Illini West, they're not panicking when they get trapped. They're just somehow, well, nice play right there in intercepting that pass. But
Well, it depends on which team you're on, whether it was a nice play or not.
well, that's a good point. Good play there to intercept it. But
Yeah, it was. You're right. Long two. Barely gets front iron off. No good by Housewright. Sorry, I couldn't resist. It popped in my head.
You're totally fine right there. But, you know, Illini West hasn't panicked yet. But, you know, that being said, it's now a 7-point game.
Again.
Alleman out in front, biggest lead they've had here on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, the Chargers haven't scored here in the second quarter.
9-8 as we got into the second quarter, so a little 6-0 burst here for the Pioneers.
Kind of the way the game started. .3:14 remaining in the second quarter. Natalie Wibble with it. 3 on the way by Maya Shutwell off, no good.
And all that good ball movement there by Illini West and just unable to cash it in.
Yeah, the other thing is all that good ball movement, and they never once got it inside the three-point line.
Yeah, that's true too. So
Hulke throws one up. She's fouled. Maya Shutwell is going to pick up the foul.
and maybe that's what Illini West, the adjustment they need to make here. They need to try to get it inside here, try to get some players, especially Hulke, in a little bit of foul trouble.
Getting ready to check in. Looks like it's going to be number 24. No, that's not 24.
14 and 2.
30 is who I was looking like. Priya Ware. 14's Campbell Humphrey. And number 2 back in is Lindsey Britton. Missed the first one. A little shooter's touch on the second one. It falls.
Sometimes better to be lucky than good, but that was a good trip down to now the biggest lead of the ball game here for the Pioneers.
Housewright, Wibble. Ware is in the paint as we were talking about, just outside of it. Three on the way. Housewright off front iron, no good. Well, she's been dead on in her last two, but they are just a little short.
Just a little short, and maybe that's just the early season, not quite got the touch down 100%.
And you're playing a bunch of games this week.
Playing early in the morning. Well, you've been up early in the morning, I should say.
Oh, a little Scottie Pippen-esque bank shot by Lila Wiggins.
Bank open on a Saturday afternoon.
You might have heard somebody on the far side yell travel, which I think it technically was, but the ball went straight out of bounds anyway. So,
ball don't lie, they say sometimes.
Britton to inbound. Polish leaves. Polish.
Ooh. Nearly an over and back on that inbounds play there, Dwayne.
Yeah, 150 remaining. And a blocking foul is going to be called on the Chargers.
Hey, both defenses are making it just very, very difficult just to get anything going here. That's why we have a low-scoring affair here. But, I mean, it's been really hard going for the Chargers. Suddenly you look up, they're down by 10.
The Chargers still have not scored in this quarter yet.
Gotta.
Jump ball, possession of Chargers. And what did you say earlier about not very many jump balls?
Well, now we're up to 2, I think, in this one. So
in this quarter since then.
We'll keep a running tally. We had about 15 in a game earlier today.
And trying to go into, man, there's a lot of contact down there.
There was.
It was it wasn't incidental, but it was accidental. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
I think they just kind of ran into each other going to the same spot.
Yeah.
Before the ball was
That might have been
thrown.
good anticipation defensively. They read the play before the play even happened.
1:10 remaining. Baseline jumper off, no good. House right with the rebound. Chargers trying to get their first bucket of the quarter. She get it? She did.
Yes, sir.
There's Brinkman, or Medina, according to mine, I should say. Now a steal tipped away, but Holke's going to track it down. 33 seconds left in the first half. It is a 9-2 run here in the quarter. Holke dumps it back to Britton. Over to Humphrey, skips it across. Offensive foul. That's correct.
Well, here with 13 seconds in the quarter, we're on a good offensive play here if you're the Chargers and maybe get this back to a 2-possession game here. It's been low scoring and your offense has really kind of struggled, but if you can keep it a 2-possession game here going into half, you got to be feeling pretty confident that maybe you got a chance to come back and win this game in the second half.
10 seconds. Crossed half court. Now Ava Shutwell gunning. 3-2. Baseline jumper. Off, no good, and that's how the quarter will end. We end quarter number 1, 18-10. Pioneers with the lead over Illini West. We'll take a break. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And welcome back. I'm here with Emily Alden now. And Emily, patient advocate, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
That sounds like a title that encompasses a whole lot. Let's first put it in simple words if you can, and then we'll kind of go in depth with it a little bit.
Yes, as the patient advocate, there is a lot to do in the role, but it's a fantastic opportunity. So generally speaking, I will help patients. I will talk about the service that they have here and just in general measure the patient experience for the entire organization.
Well, speaking of knowing the entire organization, kind of the theme has been everybody knows everybody at MDH because you're a smaller rural hospital. Even though MDH offers a lot, you literally have to probably know everybody or most everybody because you need to know what each thing's going to happen if that patient's dealing with it.
Yes, that's very true. When I first stepped into the role about a year ago, it was really an interesting and fantastic opportunity to get to know all of the departments, how they work together and individually, and just to see the well-oiled machine.
Well, patient care, obviously, at a hospital is key. You're a key part of that. What is it about patient care at MDH that makes MDH special?
Service excellence internally to provide the best patient care is top of mind here for all of our staff across every single level, every single department, and the organization as a whole. It's a big focus. So we make sure that we take care of our patients and that they have the best experience possible. We're very open to feedback. We always want to improve in areas that we can improve. So we always have open ears. We always appreciate the feedback that we receive.
You are working with all departments. And when a patient comes in, let's say they come into the ER and then they come to ICU and then they go to the floor, your job kind of is to let the patients know what you can do, right? Or what you offer, what they can do. Am I missing that? Is that correct?
Yes, actually, our case management department is instrumental with that side of things. Every once in a while, I'll step in and just check in on patients, see how their experience overall is going, to collect that feedback and see if we can implement any changes to make it even better.
So you deal with patients in so many different departments, and really they can go all the way from getting here in the ER to physical therapy on the way out, right?
Yes, absolutely. So MDH has a lot to offer our patients. So while you're here, if you're just running in for some outpatient tests, whether it's lab work or visiting our radiology department, convenience clinic, visiting your primary care provider over at MDH Family Clinic, emergency room, labor and delivery, there's so many different departments that work so well together, and our team is a family. The organization in itself is a family. And so everybody does a great job at trying to understand what departments do that aren't their own, so that way we can make it a seamless experience for our patients.
Well, and then as a patient advocate, right, you just kind of all that together and look at it, right, and then see as patient A comes through, what can we do to make patient B, who might follow them, a little bit better next time?
Absolutely.
So as you do that, what kind of things do you look for? I mean, what I would imagine with MDH as it continues to improve, you start looking for smaller things, right? So the obvious things are maybe gone. So then you start looking at little things to make the sometimes the worst experience of their life, right, a little bit better as they work through.
Yes, most definitely. So you never know what kind of day somebody's having when they walk through our doors, and you don't know what they're necessarily here for. So it's important to keep an open mind and take a look at what can we ask them that's specific to their experience. Why are they here? Comfort them and make sure that we ask the right questions so that we can purposefully pull out information that we can work on.
Yeah, and I think we've talked a lot about different things from different people. You're, besides Bill, the CEO, you're the one person that kind of helps with, like, get your hands in a little bit of everything as far as the patient is concerned. Everybody's talked about it being a family, and you've even mentioned it being a family. Does the fact that everybody knows everybody as far as employees, from the CEO down to the CNAs, does that kind of make your job a little bit easier?
Absolutely. When you're a family, you care about each other, and we are all here for one purpose, and that is to provide the best experience for our patients that we possibly can. So when you are a tight-knit family, it's just great to be, we're a community, a family, a community, and we are here to serve our patients. And when everybody has that one purpose, it's a great feeling.
Well, Emily, I appreciate you stopping and talking to us, and keep fighting for the patients.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much.
We'll be back after this. All right, welcome back. I'm here with Melissa Onion, and another employee at MDH. And why don't you tell everybody what your job is here at MDH?
Sure. I am the director of obstetrics here at MDH, so I oversee labor and delivery, nursery, and postpartum care.
So the labor and delivery unit is newish for MDH and state of the art, isn't it?
It's gorgeous. It was recently renovated in 2019. It is absolutely gorgeous. We have whirlpool spa tubs in every labor room. We have 3 labor rooms, 8 postpartum rooms, all private suites. So it's very nice.
What is it about labor and obstetrics that's important for a hospital? Because you see so many hospitals that are losing that department. What is it that made MDH, or what is it that keeps it at MDH?
I always like to tell people that the community truly funded our women's center, because they did. They were the ones that raised the money for us to renovate our facility and to continue on. It's so important right now in the state of Illinois. There's less than 20 level 2 facilities left that are offering birthing facilities. So it's so important and vital for our community to keep those facilities going.
Well, obviously, you're local. You're from the Rushville area, so you're local to the region anyway. So you can feel that personally as in MDH's growth in the area. It means something to you because you're from here.
Absolutely. Grew up, born and raised in Rushville, just 30 minutes away. But in this community, the closest tertiary care center is over an hour away. That is vital to have a facility, especially in maternal care, that mothers can go to and need. So it's very important that we're here.
Well, we've talked about in our interviews in years past and now and this year about how important the staff is. You know, it doesn't matter how good the facility is if you don't have a good staff. And it seems like everybody you talk to at MDH cares about their job and what they do.
I think that's what's so unique about a rural facility is we all know each other. At larger facilities, sometimes you're just a number. Where here, you're an individual. We see you as a true person. Our staff is truly a family. That's something that we pride ourselves on because we are such a small-knit group. It's wonderful to be a part of.
You know, some people, as they chase a career, and I'm not saying you're chasing a career, but as you chase a career and you move up the ladder, you know, you want to move up to bigger and better things, quote unquote. It seems like there's a lot of local folks that climb the ladder at MDH and that's where they want to be. And you seem to be one of those people too. What is it about MDH that makes you want to climb the ladder here, but you want to stay here?
Once again, it's that small town feel, that sense of community within our hospital. We have a great administrative team that's really supported a lot of the younger leaders to continue to grow and to grow up that ladder and to give us the skills that we need to do so. So I really owe it to them to assist me to do that.
If you talk about the labor and delivery wing, pick out a couple of things. You mentioned the whirlpools. Let's leave that out. Mention a couple things from the department that you think helps MDH stand out.
So because we are a rural facility, we are able to provide one-on-one care to our moms when they're in labor. We've recently been recognized for our Promoting Vaginal Birth initiative from the state of Illinois. And we've implemented what is called a power tower that has all sorts of tools that moms can use during their labor to empower them through that process. And our staff love working with the moms to do that.
And obviously you work with the moms, but care for the babies after they're born is key also. What is that? How do you guys separate those two things? Do you feel like both are equally as important, and are you able to handle both equally as well?
Absolutely. So we're unique, once again, in the sense that we have to be versatile in all areas of obstetrics. If you go to a larger facility, usually you pick one area that you're an expert in, where we have to be an expert in all areas. And I think that really makes us stand out. That's not something that we take lightly. We jump in and we try to be the best in every single area that we can be.
Well, Melissa, I thank you for coming and talking to us here, and it's a beautiful wing, and do everything you can to keep it as beautiful as it is, because I know that the mothers appreciate it. So
absolutely. Well, thank you.
We'll be right back after this. And welcome back here for the second half. It's really not the second quarter anymore. It's the third right now. We are underway. 18-10 Alleman over Illini West. And right down low they go in a hurry to Brinkman, and she gets the bucket to fall.
That's one way to come out of the half here. Move quickly, get inside, get close to the basket. And
1-2-2 zone again. Trap, press.
Uh-oh.
That's out of bounds.
Well, Illini West only scoring 2 points in that second quarter, Dwayne. I mean,
you still only scored 2 points in a quarter, though, and you're still only down by 10.
Yeah.
Could be a lot worse.
It certainly could be, but you'd like to get your offense moving here in the early going of this quarter.
Gunning drives, kicks out, and throws it away. Looking for Ava Shutwell.
How many points did Holke have that first half there, Dwayne? She started off things really well. Finished with 10 in the first half in a low-scoring affair.
So she had half their points, or actually over half their points, because they only had 18. They have 20 now. even if the scoreboard doesn't look like it's there. There we go. Hulke. 6:53 to go. She's going to, oh, nice push by Wibble. Did you see that push? How'd that backside official not call that? She extended the arms and everything. Ava Shutwell is going to pick up the foul instead.
I'll be honest, I kind of missed that. I was seeing Hulke doing the crossover move there and getting her way into the lane. But that might be the reason why she was able to get into the lane. Missing the first free throw there is Hulke. I have a tough day at the line here for Hulke.
She just slammed the ball down because she's thinking the same thing you are.
Maybe she heard me. It is a quiet gymnasium here, so voices tend to carry.
Well, she made that one. Either way.
There you go. 1 for 2 from the line.
11-point
lead.
And 11 points for Hulke. Coincidence? I think not. So that how that saying went?
I believe so. We're full of sayings here today, you and I.
Yeah. It's almost like
Nice.
we're tired or something. That was Polish knocking that out of bounds. It'll stay with the Chargers. 6:26 to go.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my monster to kick in. I might have to go get another one here once we go to intermission.
I might just go take a nap.
That sounds like a great idea.
Down low, Gunning. Out top, Frazier.
Nice play right there.
And up and in. Frazier gets the bucket.
That's what I mentioned earlier. I think Illini West, if they're going to try to get back into this game, they got to try to work their way inside. They've been shooting a lot of open three. I mean, they've been open looks, but it just hasn't been falling. Try to get inside as Hulke tried to do right there, and nearly stepping out of bounds, but able to stay in. And here come the Chargers again. Nice play there.
Britton hit that right off the official. Wasn't quick enough to get out of the way.
Yep. Volleyball spike right there. Got that thing out of there in a hurry.
That could have been bad for the official, just saying.
Yes, it could have. Those basketballs hurt, man. Nice block.
Polish blocks Gunning. 5:44 left. Two. It's a two by Jillian Hoffman. The official pointed that out immediately. There's no question. A little hand check going on as Ava Shutwell tried to go around Polish. Maya Shutwell checking in. Olivia Frazier checking out.
You know what? In my experience with that last name, if you go one way, it's the other, and if you go the other way, it's. I can never win when I have names like that, where you can say it one of two ways, and you're always wrong, it seems like.
5:15 to go.
Good pass.
That's a two, toe on the line. Man, nobody tracked it down. Finally, Brinkman went and got it. There's a lot of standing around watching that rebound.
Yeah, that's frustrating for if you're a coach. Just players just waiting for the ball to come to them. It's open look, cashed in.
Jillian Hoffman hits a sports corner three. She says, okay, my foot was on the line last time. Step back and make sure it's not this time and show you I can still make the three.
Not going to make that mistake twice. Suddenly the lead is ballooned to 14. Alleman starting to run away with it. We got a 10-second call.
Sub checking in, going to be Lila Wiggins, and a timeout on the floor. Going to be charged to the Chargers, I do believe. It's a 30-second timeout. Both teams will have 4 timeouts remaining as we keep it here for this one. Wyatt, we talked about, I know that the size advantage is definitely with the Pioneers, but other than drives, they aren't trying to get the Chargers aren't trying to get the ball inside at all to speak of. And when Pioneers came out, they went right to the post.
Yeah, they're going right into the post, taking advantage of their advantage. And you can still get inside and make it successful if you're Illini West, even though you may be out undersized. You can get some players in foul trouble and get some players who aren't used to being on the court onto the floor and see if you can beat them. But I would like to see that here a little bit more from the Chargers in this second half.
Hoffman on the dribble. It's wiped away by Housewright from Britton out of bounds. It'll stay with the Pioneers with 4:22 to go in the third quarter.
Very clean third quarter here so far. Just one foul on each side. Watch, I'll say that. And
Hulke for three. A sports corner three for Megan Hulke. She's got 14.
can't leave her open, man. I tell you what, she's going to get hot again. She's going to go on one of those bursts like she did in the first quarter, scoring the first 6 points of the game. That one overthrown right there. It's been all Alleman for the last quarter and a half here. Their defense living up.
Hulke runner rolls around and falls out.
That was a good look right there. Trying to get inside, trying to get some contact and get some foul calls, but haven't been able to do that, and it ends up with tough shots and empty possessions for the Chargers.
Gunning, top of the key three, no good. Britton with the rebound. Back the other way go the Pioneers. And
Stepped out of
that
bounds.
could have been a double dribble or a out of bounds, whichever one you wanted to call. That was Hoffman. Emily Pulich.
She'll check out, I believe.
Adeline Carlisle in for the Chargers.
And, you know, you're still seeing this full court pressure here from Alleman. Nice, able to break it there for a moment, but then end up double-teamed in the corner.
Lila Higgins, she short-stopped on her, and that's an insurance claim waiting to happen right there on the highway.
Yeah, certainly is.
Wiggins was following. There's a turnaround. Bank shot off, no good. That was Housewright. Nope, Gunning, excuse me. 3:03 to go. Pull-up jumper, right elbow off, no good by Hulke. Turned to the referee and was like, come on.
You see a lot of contact on that play, but these officials here today at Macomb, they're not calling a whole lot. There's a right wing three. Good look.
Back the other way again. Hulke on the fast break. Shots up and in.
Running the fast break, keeping the pressure on. Suddenly a 19-point lead here as all Pioneers.
Pull-up jumper's good.
Finally able to break the drought, but
long way to go if they're going to get back in this one, though.
Yeah,
Housewright's got
certainly.
6 of the 14.
good look, though, that mid-range shot. We talked about it earlier today, Dwayne, just that mid-range shot, a lost art. Some people can shoot it. A lot of people choose not to shoot it.
Hulke, man, there's another push from behind. They called that one on Wibble. She's done that about every play.
Well,
I mean, I'm not trying to pick on Natalie, but I'm telling you, if they'd have called everyone she done, she'd be fouled out right now.
yeah, most likely.
I mean, it is a hidden place to do a little push, you know.
Yeah, if you get enough bodies around, the officials may not be able to see quite everything going on there. I know the officials are trained to do that, but see through the bodies, but you can only see through so much. And it's tough. It's tough sometimes, so.
1 for 2 was Hulke. 18-point lead. Ware is back in the game. She's going to get the left-handed shot up, off, no good. She gets slapped in the face.
Good play there. Getting inside like we talked about, Dwayne, just trying to get in and get some foul trouble. Just try to get some free throws and try to see the ball go into the basket here.
I guess I got Lila Wiggins in number 24. So I don't know who number 50 is then.
Well, so maybe we get some help from the comments there. Tell you, sometimes
free throw off, no good.
the comment section can be very, very useful when doing these games here on TSSR. Some good fans in our viewing area here that help us out when it comes to they've given us the wrong names on the roster.
And the second one off, no good.
Man, just been that kind of day here for Illini West, excuse me. Almost said Macomb.
I know. Well, they're orange. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, the orange on their court.
Housewright's going to pick up the fight. Nice footwork there, Stripes. 1:34 to go in the third quarter. 32-14. Hoffman with it. Chargers have dropped back into a 2-3 zone, I believe. But Polish is in the line laying a long time. 1:10 remaining. Housewright, right wing. Ware lost it, but it went off of Polish. Oh.
Wow. I do not agree with that one.
Maybe there's something we didn't see because Coach
been.
Supernaut's not really throwing a big fit, or at least doesn't look like he is.
Well, that would look like it went right off the shoe of one of the Pioneers, but
Polish, but I'm wondering if the hand didn't touch it on the way back out.
That might be.
50 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Only 4 points here for the Chargers. Just a tough offensive day all around. Thanks to the great defensive pressure from the Pioneers.
Adeline Carlisle gets the foul, team's fourth foul. 38 seconds remaining. Down low, Polish has her pass tipped and stolen away. 23 seconds remaining. Maya Shetwell has her pass swiped away by Britton. She's going to give it to Hoffman. 15 seconds remaining. 3 on the way. Banked off, no good. Rebound picked up by Housewright. 10 seconds remaining. Half court, you had plenty of time, kid. Maya Shetwell can't get it to finish. 3 seconds left. Polish off front iron, no good. And that's how the third quarter ends, with a flurry of activity that half of which didn't need to happen.
No, I don't know if I've ever seen that with 10 seconds left in a quarter, but
we'll take a break and be back for quarter number 4. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
And welcome back here as you see the Chargers, who managed 8 points in the first quarter, 2 in the third, and 2 in the second, and just 4 in the third. Their offense has struggled, even though they've had a few good looks, but Pioneers' defense has really been good.
yeah, that full court pressure that they've been putting on throughout the game here has been very, very impressive. And, the Pioneers, you said it earlier, the size mismatch. Megan Holke, kind of the leader of the Pioneers here, has been going off certain times here throughout the game. But this one's been all Pioneers here. Very impressive showing here on a Saturday afternoon.
First of 2 games for both of these teams. The other 4 teams have already played their first game of the day. Illini Bluffs beat Havana, and now a foul is going to be called on Gunning. And then the most recent game, Macomb beat Canton.
Close games here today, Dwayne. I mean, first 3 games have been determined by a possession, or first 2 games determined by a possession.
3 points in game 1, 2 points in game 2. We mentioned it earlier. There's Holke off, no good. I don't think this is going to be a 1-point game.
We
though.
might need a minor miracle for who knows, an 1-point game, but stranger things have happened in the game of basketball. That's why we love this sport so much. Good ball movement there by the Chargers. getting an open look, but it's just been one of those days where.
Yeah, they just cannot get the shots to fall. Been a little off. I don't know if it's timing. You know, we haven't really talked about it a lot, but daytime games are really weird for basketball especially.
They are, and, you know, when you're coming from Carthage, it's a little bit of a drive. They've been on the road.
I wouldn't use driving as an excuse. Alleman came 3 times as far probably.
That's true.
Shot off, no good. Halke tracks it down. And Olivia Frazier is going to pick up the foul.
Either way, it just kind of throws off your rhythm here. Sports athletes are creatures of habit. You know, you talk about it all the time where on game day everybody's got their routine, and when you're doing a 12 o'clock game, your routine is nowhere close to what it usually is when you're trying to play a Tuesday night game, you know, at 7 o'clock.
6:22 to go. Skipping across to Housewright, who loses it.
I know people like to make fun of athletes when they have those, you know, those habits that they get into, but it's, you know, it is what it is. You know, you got the guy. Everybody has their own way, their own rhythms, and if it makes you feel comfortable, maybe a little superstition.
Oh,
nice
give
pass.
And go. Halke gets the bucket. Well, it was a give and go. It was actually a give and a cut by somebody else. It wasn't. It was Hoffman who made the pass, and then Halke got the cut.
Tell you what, this is a fun player to watch here, Halke.
3 on the way. Good. A Sports Corner 3 for Ava Shetwell.
Finally getting one to go there for the Chargers. I think they've had good looks. When they go look at the tape of this game, they'll realize that they had some good looks, but just got to try to get your mechanics down a little bit, and some of those shots will come with time.
Natalie Wibble knocks it out of bounds. Timeout for the Pioneers, a full timeout. We'll take one as well. You're watching the Macomb Basketball Classic for girls basketball on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Welcome back. There you see Alleman and the coaching staff doing a little coaching here during the timeout. And that's the thing. You're like, oh, we're up by 17. Chargers aren't doing much offensively. What are we taking a timeout for? But it's early in a season, and when you see a coaching point you feel like you need to make it.
Yeah, you don't want to develop any bad habits, especially this early in the season. I talked to A-Town girls basketball coach Brent Dugan about that all the time. That's a nice play there on that inbounds pass. He is always fuming, even if his girls are up 30 points. I mean, he was fuming in a 30-point game just this last week. Has another nice pass, but when he comes up and chats with me, he's always like, we don't want to get into those bad habits. We got to make sure that we're coached and executing correctly. And, you know, this game has been kind of a lopsided one, but there's going to be those games where you need that execution. You need that to
feed to Brinkman.
You need that when games are a lot tighter. And there will be some tight games as you go through a long season in this high school season.
Out of bounds off Brinkman. It'll stay with the Chargers. 4:38 remaining. Yeah, and you don't want your subs to get bad habits either, because sometimes those subs will end up having to come in and play for you, and
absolutely.
they can't have those bad habits when they're starting playing with the starters.
You don't want that kind of culture. That's a nice look, but unable to get that one to go. Yeah, you don't want that kind of environment getting into your locker room. Because if, you go up 10, you go up 15, you're like, oh, well, we can take our foot off the gas. Well, basketball so many times is a game of runs. You get, 3-4 buckets in a row. It's suddenly an 8-point game, and then you kind of panic and make more mistakes.
Gunning falls with it. Maybe should have been a travel. I don't know if she actually had control of it when she fell, though. 4:22 to go. I don't think we have to worry about this one going into overtime.
No, but how you finish in a game like this is so important, too, to Illini West. You want a little bit of confidence. There's
Baseline jumper.
Able to find the open look there. Good offensive rebound. See, they're doing some good things in this game, especially here in the fourth quarter. And
Maya Shutwell got the offensive rebound, and she's a foot shorter than Polish.
so, I mean, they're still competing. They're still doing some good things, but you want to gain some confidence and take it into your next game. Like we said, it's a very long season, and you like to see those positive trends there. Always looking for some positive notes there in the world of coaching.
Saved in, and now
That's not one of those positive notes. Turnover on the inbounds pass.
Maya Shutwell. Team's third of the fourth quarter. We're under halfway. We're past halfway here in the quarter. 3:52 to go.
I'll tell you what, this is a good Alleman team, though. Their size, led by Holke. There's a foul. I think it's going to be an offensive foul. This is going to be a team to be reckoned with here in their conference.
No, they called it on number 3, Ava Shutwell, actually, for the Chargers.
Oh. Well, it initially looked like he was calling an offensive charge, but then they throw it away.
Touched, out of bounds. I think that he was saying a defensive charge. She ran through the screen.
Okay. I saw the charge signal, and I didn't see where his hand was going, so.
.342 remaining.
Might have thrown that elbow again. Holke asking for some contact, saying, listen, that was a lot they might have gotten away with there, and she took the frustration out through the elbow, and she got called for the foul.
3:33. Sometimes it's worth it, though. I mean, not legal or right, but it's worth it sometimes.
Vent out a little frustration, but you know what they always say? It's the person who retaliates that always gets the call, whether it's in football, whether it's in basketball. If you retaliate, officials are more likely to see that than the initial contact that irritated you initially.
Shot off, no good. Rebound to Holke. 3 minutes remaining. And Maya Shutwell hits from behind, knocks it away. Now Holke.
Nice pass.
Shot off, no good.
Good pass to the baseline there. Just couldn't get the shot to go.
2:51 remaining. 3 on the way. Good for Holke. A Sports Corner 3, and it is at 20, largest lead of the game now.
That's a good look. That inbounds pass, that's how you draw it up, especially for a good player like Holke. Nice pass inside there.
Gunning can't finish. 2:25 remaining. And coming in and swiping it away is Maya Shutwell. Long 2. Off.
Wow.
I thought it was going to come back down and go in for a second.
Definitely looked like it could have. Got a timeout called.
Emily Short coming in with Hoffman this time on the timeout for.
Full timeout, it looks like.
It is going to be a full timeout. 37-17 to score. We'll take one as well. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
The KitchenAid fan-enabled Pro Dry system combines a heating element and fan for optimal drying performance. It circulates hot air around dishes to give them a thorough dry. Choose the extended Pro Dry option to add an extra 15 minutes of heated drying for loads that need it. Dishes come out dry and sparkling, ready for more enjoying.
And welcome back. (37-17). 2:03 to go in the basketball game. Alleman Pioneers looking to improve to 3-1. Saved in, right into Olivia Frazier, though.
2-on-2 the other way if they hurry. Nice play. And a foul. I was just about to say, you know, even though we've been saying some good things about Illini West here in this quarter, they still only scored 3 points up to that point. Now they get that bucket. They've got 5. You can do some good things, and it just doesn't sometimes result in points. That's kind of the frustrating thing about sports. There's a nice 3-point play, though, the old-fashioned way.
An old-fashioned 3-point play. I love saying that. 1:45 remaining. Dribble right into the corner.
What's that?
The Pioneers have subbed all starters out now.
I just noticed that.
Shot up off, no good by Emily Short.
Went off somebody's shoe, it looked
Gonna
like.
stay with the Pioneers.
Both teams have got most of their bench out there now. Only starter I see on the Illini West side is number 1.
Olivia Frazier and Paul Brinkman on the other side. 1:23 remaining. That's number 14, Campbell Humphrey. Number 15, we don't have on our roster.
Whistling a foul there. That's going to send Alleman, I think, to the line. It's going to be 2 shots once the officials notice it. You can tell some of these officials are a creature of habit when it comes to that 5 fouls, automatically 2 shots rule. We talked a little bit about that in our first game here, Dwayne, but it's just, you know, still a learning process here in the second year of that in the IHSA. But
yeah, you know, it hasn't.
I don't think it's affected anything, but, you know, you see some officials sometime, they'll stand on the baseline, they'll be like, all right, inbound the ball here. Well, no, we got to shoot 2 because that was 5 fouls.
You know, we did see that probably play a role in the last game, though.
Yeah, a little bit.
When Macomb there's a nice drive to the basket.
Yeah.
Canton had not fouled in the fourth quarter and then needed to get the ball back, but they couldn't get the ball back because they couldn't get you to the free throw line.
Couldn't get the fouls. Yeah, they couldn't get enough fouls. And
exactly 1 minute left.
Lost a ton of time, but thanks to some gaffes maybe a little bit on the Macomb side, it was still a ball game at the very end. An instance where we had the entire gym screaming, "Don't shoot!"
And when they did, everybody went, "No!" Free throw off, no good. Frazier Neely with a steal.
I think she gave up on that one. She kept going. She might have come away with something. Tie
Jump
up.
Ball. 47.4 seconds left. You can't take anything away from Illini West. They haven't quit playing. They put the subs in, but mostly subs. But man, they're playing hard.
Yeah, no, they played really hard in this fourth quarter here. I've been really impressed. There's a nice pass inside.
And Ware gets the bucket.
Yes, like we said, you want to go into your next game with confidence, even though you may not have had your best stuff here in this ball game. You want to go into the next one. Ooh, might have got away with an elbow there.
Man, got to stop stopping over in the corners. Steal. Layup up and in. Olivia Frazier.
She's the only starter still out there on the floor for Illini West, and she's playing that leadership role for some of these younger kids out there.
10 seconds, 8 seconds.
Tips, another steal. This one
And that shot's not going to count. That's the final score, 38-24. Hulke finishes with her number, 22. Nobody on double digits, I don't believe, for the Chargers. That'll do it from the morning session. We'll be back with the final 3 games of the tournament this afternoon. So for Wyatt Reed, I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you again around 3:30. See you.